Hi guys, this is Marek from Trip Solo, and today we are going to do unboxing of Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion. Sorry that the box is put horizontal, but it's so huge it doesn't fit in my tripod. This is a heavy, big box. I'm so happy that the game arrived a few days ago. I've been waiting for this game since it was announced. If you don't know what's Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion, this is like a bit easier and for sure a smaller version of Gloomhaven. Maybe not a version because this is a separate game, but this is a small Gloomhaven. Gloomhaven for people who doesn't have time to play the whole big box version of Gloomhaven, because here we have less characters, we have 4. We have 2 scenario books including 25 scenarios, and the box is smaller, there is less content, but still a lot. You have the whole city map and tokens and stickers and everything, so it's very similar to original Gloomhaven. I don't know if you played it, but it should be more or less the same, just less elements. I was always scared of the original Gloomhaven because I know this game is really huge. You need a lot of time to commit to it, and it's not a game you can play once a month because you have so much content, scenarios. Okay, let's put the box like this, maybe you would see more. Original Gloomhaven is a really great game. It's #1 on Board Game Geek. I had the chance to play it last weekend with my friend from Instagram, Weekly Game Night. We started the campaign and we will try to play as often as it gets and continue with the campaign. But this is something I want to play on my own, at home. I know this is smaller and more manageable, for at least for me. I don't have that much time to play as I would like to. So let's open the big heavy box. Up. Wow, this is packed up to the lid. Here we have a welcome to Gloomhaven, some kind of a welcome sheet about how to organize things in the box, what are the elements, what should you do with them. Okay, let's put it on the side. Here we have Learn to Play guide. So this is what's this? This is the rule book. But I think what they did with this version of Gloomhaven is that you learn the game while playing it. So you don't need to, you know, study the big thick rule book and learn a lot of things, because you will learn different mechanics through 4 or 5 scenarios, and then you will be left on your own to continue with the campaign. So it's great. It's a great idea to do it, because I'm not a big fan of, you know, reading big huge rule books and learn things. I like to learn from either from you know, YouTube videos, or I try to learn from introductory, you know, guides like this one. Here is second rule book, glossary. I already see this movie will be a bit longer than usual, but well, this is Gloomhaven, the king of games, and we have to see everything what's in the box. This is like what, glossary. So yeah, if you are looking for a specific term, you can find it here. This is a supplemental scenario book, and this is the main scenario book. And what's different with this Gloomhaven in comparison to the original one? The different thing is that all the maps, this is first scenario, so this is not really a spoiler. All the maps are laid down on a book, inside the book. So you just open it, you take your standees and minis and your characters, and you play on these pages. And then you have supplemental scenario books with some, I don't want to show it, but you have an additional maps that you can combine with this one, so you have even bigger map. And this is great. A lot of people like this idea because you don't need all the map tiles and you don't need a lot of time to set the game up. You just open a book on the scenario you want to play, you have some introduction, special rules, conclusion, everything, and then you just play it. And then you can, you go to a different scenario. I don't want to show it, no spoilers here, and you just, you just play it. So it's great. I know that people wanted this kind of scenario books to be included in original Gloomhaven and Frosthaven. Maybe they will do it. Here we have some location stickers that you put on a map to show the location you visited and the location where you can go. Here we have some tokens. These are like what, coins and loot, and these are wounds tokens. These are different states of characters, like, I know, poison, fire. I don't know. If I'm making any mistakes, really sorry. I played Gloomhaven only once, so I don't really remember. Here are the elements that are used in some cards or spells and everything. Here we have the enemies, all the enemies you can find in the game. I think these are the bosses, so no spoilers here, because if you buy this game you will have to do the same thing I'm doing. Another enemies, this is the board for the elements, if they are strong or weak. Another punch board, even more enemies, they look cool. I like the idea that they have put standees in this game, because I can imagine that if they do a version of Gloomhaven with minis, the cost will be, I don't know, twice as high as it is. So yeah, this is like a maybe budget solution, but it works really well. Here are some probably terrain tiles, and this is the map of Gloomhaven, because the whole action of this game takes place in Gloomhaven, in the city. You are not probably going outside the city, and you put the stickers on this map. It's cool. It's a thick cardboard, nicely finished. Everything here is so compact. It's really great, because the original Gloomhaven is a huge box. It's massive, and you have to, you have a lot of elements, a lot of things, and yeah, it's not so easy to... What is this? What did I do? Whoop. This is the life tracker, and this is the mana tracker for one character, for second character, third character. Whoop. This spins like crazy. And fourth character, you have 4 of them. It's cool. This is a tray for all the tokens, and this is great that they included it. You have a lid, you can put everything here. On the first welcome sheet inside this box, they have shown where to put different things, and you just, put it on your table. You can close it and you play it. It's great. I think they put a lot of thinking how to organize things in this box to make them, nice for people. And here are some cards. I don't know if I will, open all of them, because, we can open some of them at least. This is like equipment, probably. You can tell me in the comments if the contents of this game is similar to original Gloomhaven or not, if you know some of the elements of the cards, they are the same or different. So okay, this is like, equipment. Can we put it back? probably not. But you have place inside this insert to organize everything. Here are the combat cards and enemy cards, the actions that the enemies do. Okay, here are the standees for elite enemies, the yellow one, white for regular enemies. A lot of zip bags, great, you don't need to buy them. Monster attack modifiers, items, okay. So these are some separators that you probably put inside the insert, cool. This is for, yeah, for enemies. You put your enemy card inside on different level and you can track the health of different enemies. These are the enemies cards. What's Black Sludge and some Golem, Zealot and Blood Tumor, Blood Horror, doesn't sound nice. And different on the other side. Chaos Demon and Vermling Rider. Everything looks really cool. And here we have the characters, 4 of them. You see, you have some nice plastic insert that can fit everything. You have 4 characters. We can open one of them so you will see what's inside, because the Gloomhaven in general is really well organized. Every character has its own separate box with all the cards, with all the, this is like a character sheet, Inox hatchet, and then you have the character cards. You can see how much health the character has, how many cards he can have in his hand. Here is some story. These character boards are smaller than in the first Gloomhaven, the big one. And here you have the cards. These are the combat modifiers. And here are cards for the character. Probably. Am I right? Yeah. These are the cards for hatchet. Well, sorry, my tripod is like, you know, crazy because this box is so huge. And what does it say here? Do not open this pack of cards until the character reaches level 5. Cool. And do not open this pack of cards until you are directed to do so. Great. So as you can see, everything is laid out for you. You know what to do. And here are the trackers for different cards. And every character has, you know, let's say envelope like this. When you finish your gameplay, you put everything back inside, your cards, your, you know, modifiers, everything. You close it and you can continue your campaign the following day. And here are some miniatures. These 4 are for the main characters. This one are, I don't know, maybe for some unlockable characters, maybe some bosses. No idea, we will find out while playing the game. Here is one of the characters. He looks cool. He really reminds me of a PlayStation game called Bloodborne. Yeah, it's cool. So we have 4 characters. In the original Gloomhaven we had like, I don't know, I think we had 16 characters, so a lot. But, you know, 4 is enough, more than enough to know to play and to have fun. So this is how it looks like. Everything looks great. I really like the idea of having, you know, of having everything in a dedicated insert, and you don't have to, you know, buy insert because for the original Gloomhaven it was almost, you know, impossible to play with the game just like this out of the box, because you had so many elements, you had so many... I put something not right. You had so many elements that it was impossible to, you know, just organize it in the main box. And here it's like, you know, it's much better. So yeah, the video was long. I hope you enjoyed it. I will post, you know, a review on my Instagram, and I will tell you what I think of the game when I play it. But I cannot wait really to play it because everything looks really cool. I hope you enjoyed my unboxing, not the professional one, but you know, I hope you liked it. So see you next time, and bye bye.